Wildfire MWF-17 is still out of control, and its last known size was 9,602 hectares, but we know that it has grown since this size estimate was taken. The wildfire grew significantly to the northeast yesterday and continues to grow in that direction today. The wind is pushing it towards the town of Fort McMurray. Fire activity is increasing on the northeastern edge of the wildfire, driven by winds from the southwest. We're seeing extreme fire behavior. Smoke columns are developing and the skies are covered in smoke. Firefighters have been pulled from the fire line for safety reasons. We continue to work on this wildfire with aerial support. Helicopters and air tankers are dropping water and retardant on the active edges of the fire.
We got an alert yesterday, so we're just being really proactive and just I asked my kids, so I have 4, and I asked them to just pack a bag overnight so that's ready to go in case we have to evacuate.
To the county. This is a very large county. For your viewers that don't know this, we're the 5th largest county in this state. We are a very big agricultural county. So this time of year, we always have migrant workers that are in our county that are on buses just like this. Because I've already gotten the phone calls, already got the messages, my PIOs, about it being out there being a school bus. It has nothing to do with the school districts. It's not a bus for it. It is a bus with migrant workers. It's everything that we know now, everything that we're beginning to see is exactly what it was. Migrant workers here. And that's we're here to help. Yes, ma'am.
The other question was whether or not they were documented or undocumented. There's been some confusion. Are these legal workers?
I don't want to give you misinformation. Everything that I have been told at this point, they all have what they need to be here. There's no reason for me to be involved with these individuals. They're hard-working individuals, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them being here.
that's
a
good.
lot of pickup trucks there.
Yes, exactly. No, we don't have any plan to go to US. So this shock is really target for like any other place outside the US. It don't make a difference because when we build a Mexican plant, we only consider it's a Mexico market and also other countries market, not really consider US. I think like all the state will try their best to give our best offer to attract us because we will be bringing a lot of technology there. We will create a lot of local jobs. So every state, I think even the central government will love this kind of investment. So, but we're still in the final stage, not finalized yet.
Y entra esta.
BYD chart. Good.
If you look at the Shanghai store, the design is state of art. It tries what Huawei is trying to position is to meet art, technology, and a sense of community together. And that is where Huawei has gone one step further. And this is what showcases Huawei's ambitions and in terms of their thinking on where they want to go. If you want to compete with Apple or you want to beat Apple, you have to be one step ahead of Apple. This is the biggest difference between Huawei and Apple, that for Huawei, it has a blank canvas, right? And it is starting right now with all those flagships. So it has more creative freedom and go for it. Whereas Apple already has established number of stores with a set design, and it does everything at a global scale. So if it puts maybe a gym or something in one of the flagship store, then it has to replicate in many of those flagship stores. I think Huawei has stepped up in terms of where they want to go, and it's very clear with their execution and the choice of design which they have embraced within the store, and all different type of portfolios experiences they're focusing on, rather than just a singular product on a table, but it's more focusing on experience and involving the consumers within the store, right? I think that is a completely novel approach.
Well, the market today is very benign, I guess, after a very strong first quarter and a very rocky April. Now we're seeing things sort of rebound a little bit. There's a lot of expectations about the inflation numbers tomorrow, of course, and quite frankly, it's about expectations. You know, if we expect that the inflation numbers will be improved, then the market will boom. And if they are improved, then the market will boom. But if they come out still a little stubborn or even higher, then the market will also react for a day or so, you know, somewhat of a reflex reaction, as the market always does. But then ultimately things balance out in the end. The market is showing some weaknesses in certain areas, but overall, corporate earnings and consumer spending is reasonably strong. So this is why we're seeing a reasonably strong market still.
Спасибо большое. Прошу вас. Уважаемые коллеги, добрый вечер. Мною подписаны указы о формировании нового состава правительства. Я вас с этим поздравляю. Действовали успешно. У нас много задач и в Российской Федерации. Это люди хорошо нам известные.
Правительство, Владимир Ильич, вы знаете, в целом сохранился, был укреплен, когда мы видим, в том числе от парламентариев, ту обратную связь от людей, о которой вы всегда говорите.
Принять необходимые кадровые решения на уровне министерства и ведомств, с тем, чтобы команда была полностью сформирована и уверена и депутатами Госдумы, и вместе с регионами Российской Федерации. Кстати говоря, вы знаете...
The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2013 is awarded the Canadian author Alice Munro, master of the contemporary short story. Tack ska ni ha.
I don't know any jokes, but I was going to come dressed as Chekhov, but I didn't think it was a good idea. So, I'm going to read a story. I'm going to read the middle of a story. And the story is Menace. Jarvis Poulter came to this part of the country looking for oil. The first oil well in the world was sunk in Lambton County, south of here, in the 1850s. Drilling for oil, Jarvis Poulter discovered salt. He set to work to make the most of that. When he walks home from church with Almeda Roth, he tells her about his salt wells. They are 1,200 feet deep. Heated water is pumped down into them, and that dissolves the salt. Then the brine is pumped to the surface. It is poured into great evaporator pans over slow, steady fires, so that the water is steamed off and the pure, excellent salt remains, a commodity for which the demand will never fail. The salt of the earth, Almeida says. Yes, he says, frowning. He may think this disrespectful. She did not intend it so. He speaks then of competitors in other towns who are following his lead and trying to hog the market. Fortunately, their wells are not drilled so deep, or their evaporating is not done so efficiently. There is salt everywhere under this land, but is not. And she wasn't usually seen as a very good marriage prospect for obvious reasons. And so my story.
Esa es una modalidad de robo, que salen de la empresa y después aducen de que ha sido, o sea, bloquean el GPS y después aducen de que ha sido asaltado y ha sido, y le han quitado el vehículo. Pero no contaban porque nosotros somos los ojos acá del distrito y a través de esta persecución se ha hecho casi a través de 12 cámaras siguiendo todos los movimientos. Ahí está, es como están los vehículos de emergencia. Ahí está toda la...
The United States is with you. So much of the world is with you. And they're fighting, not just for Ukraine, but for the free world. And the free world is with you too. So maybe we can try something? Yeah, sure. I don't know if we can pull this off.
And there's as well. Hello.
I think it's nice. It's different to what you see normally in like a royal portrait. It's a bit more modern, I would say. So I think it's overall it's decent. It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, I should explain actually. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Someone asked me if I get nervous before unveilings, and well, no, not normally. But then the subject doesn't normally become keen. But is there a secret to doing a good portrait? And I used to say.
Well, I do congratulate you. Fantastic. Yeah.
It's very artistic, and I don't. It's kind of ghoulish. He just. I think he might be a more attractive person in a photograph, I guess.
I'd like him directly next to it on this left-hand side. Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Oh man, it's pretty red. Looks kind of like a massacre or something here. It's this is the official portrait. It's striking. I mean, I think if it'd be really cool as like a rock music cover album cover or something maybe. I like the face. I think they've done a really good job on that. That's really good. It's interesting, I suppose you could say.
It looks like a floating head. I mean, who did that? I mean, the face actually shows a lot of character. I'm not quite keen about the red. And it looks like floating head and floating hands.
Bienvenue au 77e Festival de Cannes.
I hardly know what to say or how to thank this festival for giving me such a great honor with this incredible group of people. I am floored right now, so thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait to share these films with you. Thank you.
Je voudrais saluer
You're adored. You are adored. Acting was a nest to grow. You changed the way we look at women. In the cinema, you changed the way we look at women in the cinema world, and also helping us to look at ourselves differently. And yet you aren't self-serious like me.
And first, I want to thank Thierry Frémaux. I'm so grateful to receive this honor from this great artist and from you all, because Cannes, okay, Americans, we say Cannes. We think it's fancy to say Cannes, but it's wrong. Anyway. I don't know what I was saying, but we do know that this prize is unique in the world of cinema, and I'm very, very honored to receive it. Thank you for this wonderful honor. I do.
Chère Juliette, chère Meryl, je vous invite à ouvrir ce festival.
Je déclare le 70e Festival de Cannes ouvert.
Okay, let's do some tests. Tell me when you see something that makes sound.
I see a speaker, which makes sound.
What is that part of the speaker called?
That is the tweeter. It produces high-frequency sounds.
Give me a creative alliteration about these.
Creative crayons color cheerfully. They certainly craft colorful creations.
What does that part of the code do?
This code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AES-CBC encryption to encode and decode data based on a key and an initialization vector, IV.
That's right. What neighborhood do you think I'm in?
This appears to be the King's Cross area of London. It is known for its railway station and transportation connections.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
The power of Gemini with multimodality, long context, and agents brings us closer to our ultimate goal, making AI helpful for everyone. We see this as how we will make the most progress against our mission, organizing the world's information across every input, making it accessible via any output, and combining the world's information with the information in your world in a way that's truly useful for you.
Today, we have some exciting new progress to share about the future of AI assistance that we're calling Project Astra. For a long time, we've wanted to build a universal AI agent that can be truly helpful in everyday life. Our work making this vision a reality goes back many years. It's why we made Gemini multimodal from the very beginning. An agent like this has to understand and respond to our complex and dynamic world just like we do. It would need to take in and remember what it sees so it can understand context and take action. And it would have to be proactive, teachable, and personal, so you can talk to it naturally without lag or delay. Building on our Gemini model, we've developed agents that can process information faster by continuously encoding video frames, combining the video and speech input into a timeline of events, and caching this for efficient recall. Today, I'm excited to announce our newest, most capable generative video model called VO. VO creates high-quality 1080p videos from text, image, and video prompts. It can capture the details of your instructions in different visual and cinematic styles. You can prompt for things like aerial shots of a landscape or a time-lapse, and further edit your videos using additional prompts. You can use VO in our new experimental tool called Video FX. We're exploring features like storyboarding and generating longer scenes. VO gives you unprecedented creative control.
Well, I've been interested in AI for a couple of years now. We got in contact with some of the people at Google, and they had been working on something of their own. So we're all meeting here at Gilgal Farms to make a short film.
The core technology is Google DeepMind's generative video model that has been trained to convert input text into output video.
It looks good.
We are able to bring ideas to life that were otherwise not possible. We can visualize things on a timescale that's 10 or 100 times faster than before.
When you're shooting, you can't really iterate as much as you wish. And so we've been hearing that feedback is that it allows for like more optionality, more iteration, more improvisation.
But that's what's cool about it. It's like you can make a mistake faster. That's all you really want at the end of the day. At least in art, it's just to make mistakes fast.
So using Gemini's multimodal capabilities to optimize the model training process, VO is able to better capture the nuance from prompts. So this includes cinematic techniques and visual effects, giving you total creative control.
Everybody's gonna become a director, and everybody should be a director. Because at the heart of all of this is just storytelling. The closer we are to being able to tell each other our stories, the more we'll understand each other.
These models are really enabling us to be more creative and to share that creativity with each other.
As it relates to aid that has been flowing this week, we've seen 50 trucks enter Gaza on May 12th. This is not nearly enough. More needs to be done, and it's another example of why the Rafah border crossing needs to be open so we can see further sustained humanitarian aid flow into Gaza. We were talking about the question as it relates to a group of American citizens who were doctors and medical professionals that have been stuck in Gaza since the closing of the Rafah border. So we're continuing to monitor that situation. We're aware of those reports. As I said yesterday, this isn't a border crossing that we control, but we are continuing to engage directly and actively with the governments of Israel, with the governments of Egypt, to advocate for their safe departure from Gaza. We believe that there is more that can be done here, and this is just another example of why it is so crucial and important that the Rafah border crossing be open, not just for the appropriate flow of humanitarian aid, but also for the safe departure for foreign nationals. We are very concerned by what we're seeing of the reported strike on a UN vehicle in Gaza that killed one aid worker and injured another. You've heard me say this before, you've heard the Secretary say it. UN and humanitarian workers must be protected, and they need to be able to continue their life-saving work. And we join calls for a full investigation into this incident. Russia has committed. All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
这个林地里是。
现在热，我们往那边走吧。你先好好排队。
总共有273天啊，咱们走到中间的位置呢，咱们就原路返回。
这样让他这样子也可以了。行，来。
各位游客，请不要在此逗留，快速通过。各位游客，请不要在此逗留，快速通过。各位游客，请不要在此逗留。
那个地方下午来拍比较好，因为上午阳光在这儿，下午。
各位游客您好。
那个有，另外一个 GoPro 那个。
乘车时，请将座位让予有需要的人。
我是帮助其为其拓展工作人员，感谢。
好漂亮，好啦。这里就有770。
闪光灯开始了。
用慢慢擦起的，慢慢天的，不要那么大。
师傅的师傅干嘛呢？老师的师傅。
today is following close. And 1.2 million. A gift from Jean-Todt to Michael with an engraved message on the movement. Waiting for you. At 1,200,000, selling to Rémi Guillemin on the telephone, 1,200,000, sold to you, paddle 9055. Thank you very much. And we move now to another icon, this time
at 26,000 francs, holding live. For 800,000 francs.
Sorry. 1.2 million now, straight away with Rémi Guillemin on the front. 2 million is the bid. 1,200,000.
So our auction totaled 22 million Swiss francs, roughly. It's a great result in the current market. Michael Schumacher's collection sold for around 4 million. All of the watch sold from the Michael Schumacher collection. So we're absolutely delighted about this. The top lot of the sale was the Vagabondage François Paul Jaune wristwatch, a unique wristwatch made for Michael Schumacher. It sold for around 1.5 million Swiss franc, buyer's commission included, followed by another François Paul Jaune tourbillon, and then the Audemars Piguet wristwatch, Royal Oak wristwatch, which as well, was a great result, selling for over 400,000 Swiss francs.
Introducing the icon of the collection, the unique Vagabondage made in 2004. Condition, we start again at 100,000 francs, à 100 000, 120 000, 120 000, 130 000, 170 now with me, against you Mathieu, against you online, 180 with you Mathieu, 180,000 francs. Sold to you, paddle number 905, 10,000, selling to you Mathieu at 310. Sold to you, Mathieu, paddle the phone, fair warning online at 310,000, no more.
What we can say is that the set of ruthenium timepieces from Michael Schumacher went to the same buyer, so the integrity of the set of the 5 ruthenium pieces remains. So we're very happy about this as well.
All of us here sitting in Geneva at 460 back online. Built online. When it's live viewing, it's something. When it's online, 470, please, Mathieu. 470. Thank you, and thanks to the online people. We are now selling lot number 135.
They selected part of a few watches from a broader collection, so it's really watches where they believed, the technicity of the watches would be more appreciated by collectors of François Paul Jaune, Rolex, or Audemars Piguet, for example. So it's just a few watches, and again, collectors were so happy to discover these timepieces filled with history, unique wristwatches as well. So, we really thank the Schumacher family for entrusting us with this incredible selection of pieces.
At 30,000 francs. Now on the right side, for 32,000 barely, at 20,000 francs, at 20,000 francs, at 20,000 francs.
7 trophies. We shall start at 600 Platinum Limited Edition of the chronometre à résonance, number 92 and 90.
Special. Did you guys already talk to Max? Oh, amazing. Great. So quick. Amazing. Sale. We can bring down some of other. This is the Geneva one, and then.
Go ahead. It might delete the flash might trap them inside.
For this specific piece.
But I would imagine that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
I feel no bad surprises. Everything seems to work quite nicely. Engine, gearbox, electronic, the most important factor, work very smoothly.
I think if everything goes according to plan, we'll either come home.
Elephants, much like humans, greet each other in many different ways. They can spread their ears, show their rump, roar, or even urinate. A new study found these gestures differ depending on factors such as the elephant's sex or whether they are looking directly at each other. The study was based on observations of 9 African savanna elephants in the Jafuta Reserve in Zimbabwe. 4 were females and 5 were males. The animals were kept semi-captive, free to roam during daytime and kept in stables at night. The study details around 20 gesture types displayed during greetings, some intended to be seen while others to be heard. Cognitive and behavioral biologist Vesta Elioteri led the study, published in the journal Communications Biology. The study also found that smell plays an important role in greetings. Researchers say elephants live in so-called fission-fusion society, where they often separate and reunite, meeting after hours, days, or months apart. Male elephants have weaker social bonds, and their greetings may aim to ease possible hostile interactions. Wild males tend to be solitary, forming loose associations with other elephants, while female elephants are known to form bonding groups with each other. Previous studies in the wild reported that when these groups meet, the elephants engage in elaborate greeting ceremonies to strengthen their social bond.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر يا رب تقبل يا رب يلا على اللي ورا انا هيها في النص يلا 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 دارت علينا بقى يا رب تقبل يا رب. يلا ضغط علينا. الالتزام مع بعض، جاهز جاهز وتوكل على الله.
Prima partita con 6 giochi a 1, 6 games to 1. Pane 9 per favore, new balls please. Gioco, partita incontro con 6-1, 6-4, 6-1, 6-4.
Gioco partita incontro. Per catch. 5, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4. 5, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4.
Gioco Zverev. 2 giochi pari, 2 games all. Gioco, partita incontro, Zverev, 6-2, 7-5, 6-2, 7-5.
Gioco partita incontro Fritz. 2 partite ad 1. 6-2, 6-7, 6-1. 6-2, 6-7, 6-1.
Gioco, partita incontro. Zhang, 2 partite a 0. 7-6, 6-3, 7-6, 6-3. Gioco, partita incontro. Nicola Jarry, 2 partite a 0, 7-5, 6-3, 7-5, 6-3.
Gioco, una partita Tsitsipas, 6-1, 6 game to 1. Gioco, partita incontro Tsitsipas, 6-1, 6-2, 6-1, 6-2.
Agradecemos, por supuesto, a la Prefectura Naval Argentina que nos acompaña
mirá esto.
y nos facilita también
Totalmente
este recorrido.
Las primeras que nos mostraste, hay otra imagen de tu móvil que nos está mostrando ya directamente el sombrerito de la farola. Ya no se ven ni los vidrios con la bombita.
Sí. Acá es donde está el libro de guardia, donde está el muelle, desde donde sale una embarcación que tiene que ir en urgencia para asistir desde otra embarcación que esté en peligro. Madera que se está hinchando, que se está pudriendo, familias que tuvieron que abandonar directamente sus casas. Y también nos encontramos con vecinos que fueron evacuados, algunos en centros de evacuados y otros que decidieron quedarse en el barrio, en una zona más seca. Esta es su casa.
Esa es mi casa, acá esta es mi casa humilde que tengo, como le estuve explicando a otro, que yo no tengo ayuda de nadie, porque acá no se acercan, acá pasan de largo. Y yo necesito para que me ayuden, que me den algo. Yo no les pido nada, viejo. Yo quiero que vean, que me ayuden, que vean que yo no voy a pedir. A la vuelta ya tengo mi carro con todas mis cosas. Ropa, lo que yo rescaté los pocos. Y los vecinos que me dieron un lugar para meter mi heladera, televisión.
Hello, hello, hello. Whoa, what a crowd.
Somewhere, I'm told. I can't see you, but I know you're here. And Whip Clark, Chair Aguilar, and all the members of Congress here tonight. There is no singular Asian American, Native Hawaiian, or Pacific Islander identity. The diversity of cultures and breadth of your achievements that has shaped and strengthened the fabric of our country. The fastest growing demographic in the United States you represent, how we're a nation of immigrants, a nation of dreamers, a nation of freedom. That's the American we share. That's the America we know. And you've made incredible progress. Prices. We're also making college more affordable while relieving student debt from millions of borrowers, including many in this community. The first bill I introduced is the most comprehensive immigration reform bill in decades. It includes a pathway to citizenship for dreamers and expands the number of green cards so many more families can build their American dream together. Unfortunately, those provisions were not included in the recent bipartisan border bill. That was the first bill I ever introduced when I became president. But this bill had that bipartisan bill has majority support in the House and Senate. But I was told that other guy, that loser, I think he's having trouble. Trump called Republicans and to block that Senate bill, got on the phone and said it'd be a win for Biden and a loser for him. So they have to make sure you don't allow it to get to a vote. But he's wrong. Republicans in Congress must act because it's the right thing to do and America needs it done. They want to give power back to Big Pharma to charge exorbitant prices and prescriptions. This is what they're saying in the platform. Those of you in the Congress know this. I can't believe the way this guy talks. He talks about immigrants as rapists and murderers. His words, not mine. He said they are not people. They are not people. He says immigrants are poisoning the blood of this country. Folks, that's not who we are. Diversity is our strength as a nation. It always has been and always will be. You have to be running for office to be in public service, end of quote. Folks, there have always been competing values and visions of what America should be. Above all, I see a future for all Americans, I see a country for all Americans. And it's because of you, and I mean this sincerely, I've never been more optimistic. We just have to remember who in the hell we are. We're the United States of America, and there's nothing beyond our capacity when we work together. So let's keep working together because we get so much done. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mr. Trump, did you set up a back channel to Michael Cohen after he was raided by the FBI?
Do you plan to testify, Mr. Trump?
Well, thank you very much. As you know, I'm under a gag order, so I can't really answer those very simple questions that you're asking. I'm under a gag order. Nobody's actually seen anything like it. Because this should never happen to another candidate or another person, what's happening here. And today we had a very good day in court. You see what's happening. And you'll have to report it because I can't talk about it too much. If you're Jewish and you're a Democrat, and that includes Alan Dershowitz, you ought to have your head examined. You see what's going on with Israel. This is what they should be looking at right here. That's what they should. This is called our new wave of crime, migrant crime. I call it Biden migrant crime because he's allowed probably 15, 16 million people into our country having no idea who they are. Many are from prisons and jails. Many are from mental institutions and even insane asylums. They're emptying out all over the world. They're coming into our beautiful USA. And this is a man just charged with the death of a 3-month-old baby. This right here. This is what we're allowing into our country. No checks, no nothing. We have record inflation, and it's back. And people are dying because of it. You would have had no inflation with me. We were down to practically nothing. You have record inflation, and it's back, and you have very high interest rates. People can't buy homes. They can't buy anything. They go for food, and it's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% more than it was just a couple of years ago. So that's a shame. Remember this, all over the world they're watching this trial and they're seeing what a disgrace this is, and a big disgrace to New York. You know, I love this state, I love this city, and they've got to get it back. They've got to get the legal system back because businesses are leaving, people are fleeing, but businesses are leaving because they can't go through what I'm going through. I am not allowed to talk about big portions of my case, and nothing like that's ever happened. They're allowed to talk, the other side, but I'm not. Again, we had a very good day. I think we're exposing this scam for what it is. Thank you very much.
Do you have faith in your legal team? Would a new Trump DOJ enforce the Comstock Act? When do you think this will conclude?
Are you afraid of being convicted? Do you want to talk about Michael?
Are you angry?
Allah Akbar! الله أكبر الله أكبر الله. بسم الله بسم الله الله أكبر.
هيها ولعت. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر ولله الحمد.